something called It Works. You've seen them. When you go to the grocery store, there's a bald-headed guy with an earring that sells these very well. They're called melamine blocks. Now, the marketing behind it is actually rather interesting because they're manufactured in Germany. There is only one factory in the entire world that makes melamine blocks. So whatever brand name you're paying extra money for, they all came from exactly the same place. So when you receive the It Works packaging, there's no fancy cartoon characters on the front. There's no big high color graphics. You just get a whole bunch more of them at a whole lot less money. This is Christopher Joyce. I've done one cleaning show, and I do the 6 a.m. cleaning program. I think I've done one program where you weren't able to be there.
I think it was just one.
Welcome. How are you?
Great to be here. Thank you. You know, these blocks have been here for 10 years, and this is kind of a thank you to our customers. We made them extra strong. That's why they're called extra strong. There's 50% more melamine fiber in these blocks, which means they're going to last 50% longer. They're not going to break down as quickly. They will naturally break down. Plus, we scallop the edge, so it makes it really easy to hold. What I love to do with these blocks is cut them in half.
Okay.
So now we have 60 blocks rather than 30. I find them easier to use. And here's the really neat thing. All you're going to use is tap water. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some spray cleaner on this, the crayon that I have on the wall.
That is a regular over-the-counter.
Yep,
and you'll get some of it, but
you will,
I'm scrubbing
a little
hard.
Bit. Yeah,
and I got a little bit.
Really hard. You got a little bit. Now watch this. I'm going to take the It Works blocks, just going to immerse it in water, all right? You're going to squeeze it out. Now watch how easy, I'm going to use the dimpled side for elixir scrubbing power. It's going to attack and absorb that greasy, waxy crayon, absolutely no problem at all.
Listen.
And listen to it. It's like little teeth that's grabbing on to whatever it is. It can be the burned on mess in the kitchen.
Right.
It can be the soap scum in the bathroom. And all you have to do to reactivate it is put it back in the water. Remember, these are extra strong blocks. Keep using it. They
will eventually kind of break down and dissolve, but that'll happen at a much slower rate than the originals, 50%.
Correct.
Slower.
So you have the nasty soap scum in your bathroom. You have the grout that's filled with the grime and the mold and the mildew. Rather than breaking out a caustic chemical, give this a try first. Just like you saw with the crayon, it gets into, grabs on, and it doesn't let go. And look at that. Now your tile, now your grout is clean.
With no residue,
exactly.
no chemicals whatsoever.
No chemicals.
If you looked at melamine underneath the microscope, each one of the little fibers that make up these blocks looks like a little flat-bladed spatula.
Exactly.
And dirt can't help but be lifted off. Some of the demos that we're going to do, we took spray paint and sprayed spray paint on a
tile,
porcelain tile, and we'll get that off. You're going to get 30 of these blocks at $21.12. Compared to grocery store pricing, that is a wonderful, wonderful value. The shipping and handling is $3. For the average family, this could easily last you 3, 4, 5 months or more. Now, you didn't use oven cleaner.
No. I mean, this is the typical stuff you're using, the caustic stuff. You have to wear gloves. You have to evacuate the house. You saw how burned on this was. Look what an incredible job that did. And you're not using any caustic chemicals. Now, I realize most people have self-cleaning ovens, but maybe the gasket area is tough.
Right.
Maybe the window area is tough.
Well, most people don't realize that if they have a self-cleaning oven, when you turn it to self-clean, that's an expensive appliance.
Right.
And even in the self-clean mode, it doesn't get really, really clean.
Yeah, it doesn't, and there's always residue left. There's burned on bits that are left. This is a great way to finish it off. And look at that, your Cook's Essential Pots and Pans, bringing it back to brand new.
Wait till you see the cookware that's coming up later on
in
the morning show with Trisha Underwood. Our today's special value is green cookware. Great stuff. Well, that same block that you just did all 3 of those demos on, you're still using.
Absolutely.
So you don't use this once and then throw it away.
No.
And it's not a sponge. I know it looks like a sponge. It's not. It really is quite a bit different. By the way, we'll also show you different sponges, which will be coming up a little bit later on.
Scrub Daddy.
Yep.
But here's the neat thing. I love the fact that it's multi-purpose, multi-surface. So you're using it in the bathroom. You're using it in the kitchen to take off the grease and the burned on messes.
Okay.
Using the garage to take off the brake dust. You name it, you can basically clean it because that incredible melamine fiber attacks even something like this, spray paint. I put this on at 1 o'clock this morning.
That's dry.
It's nice and dry on there.
So I want you to imagine when you're going down the road and that yellow striping truck is 100 yards ahead of you and you get it on your automobile. Look at that.
Look at that. Now, as I said, that's been on there.
And that's a porous surface. It's actually digging into the pores.
And I'm using the same block that I started with at the beginning of the demonstration.
Actually,
so
may I correct you,
yes,
my friend?
half a block.
What he's actually using is half a block.
Exactly. So you're actually you're getting almost you're getting 60 blocks.
So for the
by
people
dividing
just
them in
tuning
half.
again, the It Works melamine blocks, there is only one factory worldwide that manufactures these blocks.
Yeah.
It's over in Germany. So it doesn't matter whether you go to the grocery store and you see them on the shelf or they come in a pack of 2 for a lot of money. It's the exact same stuff with this exception. Because we buy in massive quantities. How many years has this been
10
with us?
years. It's been here for 10 years. Yeah.
Nowhere else do you get 30 of them in a set. And this is a new construction. You notice the way the handle is set up, those little grip? They also have 50% more melamine fibers in it, which means it scrubs better, but it wears down 50% slower.
Perfect for the scuff marks. You know why? You're not damaging your floors.
Okay.
All right. You're not having to repaint anything, not having to re-wax. Particularly with the painting, look at this, your baseboards. What a great way to clean your baseboards. So rather than spending a weekend repainting your baseboards, now you can take off those scuff marks and your job is done.
It comes down to when something is a really tough cleaning project and you can't seem to get it clean with anything else, reach for an It Works block.
Exactly. You know, there's no harm in it because first of all, you're just activating it with tap water. So maybe you're, you know, after you come home from golf, your shoes are just a mess. What a great job that did.
I did do that.
Just using tap water.
You know what? Have you had your first cup of coffee this morning?